Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am doing my monthly favorites for the month of October. So as per usual, every time I sit down to film one of these, I literally just forget the whole month. I never know actually what to talk about, but we are just rolling with it as I said per usual. So October, school started again for me. It started literally the 1st of October if I remember correctly, and I am doing like 8 different classes and I have so much homework. So literally what I do is just go to class and do homework and then try to read. So yeah, I've been drowning in homework, doing a lot of Japanese homework because I only have Japanese classes, and while I do really enjoy studying Japanese, I just generally don't like having that much homework, but I guess I wouldn't study that much then, so it's a good thing for me, but also homework sucks, so there's that. Other than that, in October, League of Legends World Championship started, so I have been completely obsessed with that, as I also were last year. The final is not until the 10th of November, if I remember correctly, just in like 2 weeks from now, and I'm very excited. The ceremony and everything they do every year is just so much fun, and I just love watching all the different teams plays. So I use a lot of hours in my day trying to watch all the games, even like if they aired in the night, I watch the rebroadcast or like all the games I put out on YouTube. So I just found where I was in the YouTube video and like watched through the whole thing. So yeah, I used a lot of hours on that, but it's just so entertaining and fun and just starting to care about all the different teams. It's just like it's the only game I played so consistently and so much. It's just fun to be so invested in it. And also like I hate watching sports, but I like watching esports, in this case only League of Legends, and I just really enjoy it, so I'm totally obsessed with that. I just like, if there are any other book nerds out there who plays League of Legends, do tell me, because I feel like we are a very book-centered community, of course, because we are booktubers or we have book twitters and talk about books, but it's also very fun to talk to people about other interests. So I was gonna say, hit me up if you play League of Legends so we can talk about this really amazing game that I really love. I watched quite a lot of things in October because every time we start studying, my best friend and I, Erica, we always start watching things a lot because like we just don't want to deal with real life, I guess. So we watched quite a lot of movies and a bit of TV shows, but I would say that the favorite I watched of all the different things we watched is Swiss Army Man, and we wanted to watch this quite for a long time, and this follows this dude that I now can't remember the name of. He's stuck on an island or in the wilderness or whatever, and he meets a corpse that has these different abilities that helps him survive and find his way back to civilization. And it's not a serious movie at all. It's just very strange, but it's like a comedy, but it's a sad comedy, and it's just done really well. It knows what it's doing. It knows it's a comedy and that this is a weird movie, but it does it in a serious way. So I just really like the tone of it and how it was made, and just that it is very funny and sweet, but also like a bit confusing because you question different things. It's like, is this all actually just in his head or is it not? And I like those questions that came out of it, and just that I thought it was so funny and really weird. But since it was so weird, I just felt like it's one of the most unique movies I watched in a while, and not just the same story used over and over, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. So I definitely recommend it if you are up for a really weird story. I also watched some not that great movies, and I don't want to think about them, but just like there are some weird movies out there, and I question why I use my time on things that are not good. Oh my god, I was scrolling through my watch history and I was all the way down, so I only saw like the movies I watched in that period of time, and I totally forgotten other movies I watched later, which I really enjoyed as well. So now I feel like I need to talk about them too, or at least one of them, which was Moonlight, which I absolutely loved. I've been wanting to watch it since it was released 2016 or 17, I don't remember. Now I can't remember the main character's name either, but it's about the black boy, and we follow him through different stages in his life, where he's a young 9-year-old, I believe, and also when he's a teen and when he's an adult. And he lives with his drug addict mom and has it really hard because he gets bullied at school, and people bully him because they think he's gay, but they don't actually know if it's just like sucky bullying. But it turns out he actually is gay, and like it's about a black gay man, and like when do you get queer stories like that on the big screen like ever. I just really liked how the story was acted and the script and how it all directed, and it was just a beautiful story, and it was really heartbreaking and sad, but also, as I said, beautiful. It didn't have any white people in it, which I am still like, I was very shocked watching it, but I just really enjoyed it and I would recommend it a lot. I'm sad that it took such a long time to watch it, just like I did with Swiss Army Man, which I wanted to watch since it was released as well. But I just feel like Swiss Army Man was just a weird story, but this was a beautiful story that I feel like also is very important to see, and also just generally how it was made was beautiful, and I would recommend it so much. I watched other borderline okay things, but I just want to talk about those two because those were my faves and they were really good, and it makes me appreciate filmmaking again, I was gonna say, because I was kind of obsessed with movies for a while, but now I'm just like in this state where I don't know what I care about anymore. Only books. Speaking about books, what is the favorite book I read in October? So I read quite many books that I really enjoyed, and some that I thought about more and more and enjoyed more and more. But if I was just gonna choose one, because I would talk about all of them in my wrap up anyway, I would go with The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And the reason I'm going with this is not just because of the story that I really enjoyed, but it's just the feeling I had after finishing it. It felt just so wonderful and beautiful. And since I read this in the beginning of October, I feel like it's a while since I read it, and I read many books since then, and I've just been thinking like, do I still enjoy it as much as I did when I read it? And I would say yes. I kind of want to reread it again, even like maybe on audiobook, and I have a full review up on my channel that you can check out. I literally just gush about it because I don't know what to say, but it just follows Zachary, who finds this old book and he reads a story about himself finding a door when he was a kid to this magical world, and then he missed it, so he's just like, how is this story here, and goes out on this investigation and finds this entirely new world. And he's also gay, and it's just a beautiful story full of stories, because we get all the stories that he reads in this book and other books part of this story, and we find out how they all connect, and they're just beautiful. And I loved the appreciation of storytelling, and also how it's just beautifully written. Just a wonderful book full of wonder. That is the word I would describe it. So definitely a favorite. And now I don't know when this video is going up, but if it is already released, then you should definitely go and check it out and just be amazed of this wonderful story that Erin Morgenstern created. And now I should really read The Ninth Circus, shouldn't I? Like, I read some really other good books as well this month, but if I was gonna like gush about one of them, I feel like I should gush about all of them that I enjoyed so much. Again, I would talk about all the books in my wrap up and probably gonna talk forever, and my voice is gonna hurt again, so that's great. I don't know, man. I feel like the year is coming to a close, and it's like, what? How did we even get here? But I can't remember to talk about anything else in this video. I don't think it's that much to say, more to say. I mean, I kind of always forget something and it always makes me sad, but that is these videos. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed me gushing about some things I really enjoyed lately, and you will see me soon in a new one.